come to you. When we come back, Pluck Tea with Jennifer Commons. She's a tea sommelier.
Excellent.
Isn't that lovely?
I'll go try some.
I think so. All right, good stuff. I love the feel of new. Sommelier, we hear about that usually with wine, but she is a tea sommelier and founder of Pluck Tea. Love that. Now, you're the founder of the Tea Sommelier of Canada or of Pluck Tea?
I'm the founder of Pluck Tea.
You
I
are
am
the
a
founder
certified tea sommelier with the Tea Association of Canada.
Gotcha. Jennifer Commons is her name. Now, that's a fun name for your business. Pluck, where does that come from?
Thank you very much. It's, well, actually, it's a tea term. When we harvest tea by hand, we actually go out into the field and pluck it. And so it describes the action of harvesting tea, but it's also a quality statement. So pluck is really the first measure of quality. If you don't pluck it correctly, it's not going to be a great cup of tea. And so when the workers come to the owner of the estate with their pluck of the day, it's graded based on a grading system. And I've been told over the years that I might have a little bit of pluck in me. So I thought when I named the company, it had to be Pluck.
That's awesome. How long have you been a tea sommelier?
I've been a tea sommelier for a year now. It's a relatively new program, and there aren't a lot of us around.
Is it as hard as the wine sommelier?
Oh, you know, I haven't done both classes, so I can't comment, but I would say that it's the final exam when you have those 12 bowls of tea and no clue what's in these bowls, and you have to taste them and describe exactly where they come from and how they were finished and
all
what their names are.
Taste notes.
It's a pretty intensive program. It takes about 2 years to do.
That's quite interesting. I'd love to do something like that.
You should.
Where should we start now? You've got a lot of stuff here.
I do. I thought maybe we could start with the teas themselves.
Okay.
So Pluck Tea has a pretty wide range of teas, and we do a lot of work with restaurants in the city. People like Jamie Kennedy and Nota Bene, and really some phenomenal menus you can find your Pluck Teas on. Today I thought I'd bring our retail program in, and we recently launched at McEwen.
Cool.
So we have some great local content in our teas, and I'm just going to pass these over to you so you can take a whiff of that one.
So local ingredients?
We use local ingredients. We use all kinds of great, unusual ingredients in our teas. We're all natural flavors. So this one's called Kensington Blend, and it is named after Kensington Market. It's got some ingredients in here that you'd find there. So we have basil and citrus and cardamom and pink peppercorns. And
pink pepper?
Why not? It adds a little bit of heat to the palate, and it just brings all those ingredients together in a really nice way.
So yummy.
And then we can have the Spadina blend. So Spadina is all the flavors of Chinatown.
Asian.
You got it. Any idea what's in there?
So lemongrass?
Yes.
Ginger?
Yep.
Coconut? Mm-hmm. What else?
We've got lychee black tea in here as well, and lime leaf, which really boosts that citrus flavor.
Oh, that is spectacular.
It's a great tea. It's wonderful hot and cold.
I mean, you put this out as a potpourri. You can drink it too, but I mean, the smell is so great.
Thank you so much. This one I'm really excited about. This is our Prince Edward County Lavender Tea.
Okay.
And we actually go out to Prince Edward County. We work with the Prince Edward County Lavender Farm. And this wonderful couple that moved here from the Yukon started, of all things, a lavender farm. Their lavender is absolutely delicious, and it blends in a beautiful way with the Japanese sencha and ginger.
Sometimes I find lavender a bit sharp. That isn't at all. That's lovely and smooth, and
it can be overpowering, and it can be a little bit too floral. So this one is a little sweet, and it's a beautiful color of purpley blue.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Now this tea here is what's called a pu'er tea. It's not the...
I've heard of that. It's fermented.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. That's exactly
Pu'er.
it. Pu'er.
Pu'er.
Actually, in the industry, we try to say puer. Otherwise, it sounds like poo air. Which isn't the best marketing term, but it is what it is.
I'm familiar with that.
So this one's been blended with chocolate.
Yeah, it is.
We've got whole chocolate pieces in there and natural cocoa nibs.
So does chocolate melt when you put the hot water on?
It does. It infuses into the water a little bit, so you get a great hit of chocolate. It's a wonderful, wonderful tea.
Lovely.
You can re-steep these teas too several times.
Is that right?
Yeah, you don't have to throw the leaves out after the first time.
Because it's a bit of an investment to get really good quality tea, and it's a bit of a pain to clean up when you're using the loose stuff. So you can just keep reusing it.
Exactly, and I'll show you how. Actually, I brought a couple of my favorite tea presses here.
Great.
This is a wonderful way to steep a loose leaf tea because it allows those tea leaves to relax and open up. Just like
water can swirl around them.
Exactly, and it also gives you a great little visual show.
This is the Spadina blend.
So this is the Spadina blend.
Okay.
I thought we'd keep it in Toronto today.
Okay.
And we've got our water here ready to go.
Temperature important?
Temperature is very important.
Water temperature?
Yes. Well, yeah, actually both. If you were to keep your tea in the fridge and then take it out of the fridge and serve it, the condensation from the temperature difference in the fridge is going to add moisture to your dry tea, which actually can create a mold situation. So always good to keep it in a cool, dry place, but not too cold. So you can see here, it's sort of fun to watch.
Isn't that pretty? So this is just a regular Bodum, right? Or a French press?
Exactly, and you can use them for tea or coffee. Just don't use them for both at the same time, because coffee will actually it'll stay in that filter assembly, and you can smell it, so it's not the best.
You should have one dedicated to coffee and one dedicated to tea.
Exactly. They come in various sizes, so you can have fun with that.
How long do we let that sit?
We're going to let that sit for 3 minutes, and while we do that, I thought we could talk a little bit about how we use tea in the kitchen.
Brilliant.
And
Cooking
some creative
with tea.
So much fun, honestly. Okay. Here I'm going to start with a barbecue sauce. Of all things, I don't think you'd expect tea to be found in a barbecue sauce.
Wow.
But there is a tea called Lapsang Souchong, and that is a smoked tea. It's a wonderful story. There are some people that were harvesting tea and trying to get it to market in a hurry, and they ran out of time. So they lit a whole bunch of pine fires, and the tea was held in these baskets above, and the fire underneath was smoldering, and it dried the tea quickly, but it also perfumed it. So you get this wonderful smoky flavor.
See, all the best things happen by accident, right?
It's true, and they always have great stories.
Yeah.
So they rushed it to market. It became the next big thing. Everyone got really excited about Lapsang Souchong tea, and it's still available today. And we use it in a way that's unusual in that we grind it up, and we use it as a spice.
That barbecue sauce is spectacular. Where can we find that?
Thank you. That recipe is online at pluckteas.com, so it's there for everyone. And we can also sell you the tea. I also have a shortbread here, which was baked with Lapsang Souchong. Now, this is a savory shortbread. It's got Parmesan cheese and peppercorn and Lapsang Souchong all together. It's a wonderful savory shortbread for entertaining this season.
That is delicious. We have 2 minutes before we go to break.
Okay.
What else?
I also thought I would show you. We've got it, we love teas hot, of course, but why not have it cold? And why not, in fact, serve it to our guests as
like iced tea?
Exactly, an iced tea. And you don't have to think of iced tea as only a specific kind of black tea. You can ice almost every tea. So today I've iced the Prince Edward County lavender tea, and I'm just going to rim a glass here, and I'll show you how you can make a lovely little presentation for guests who may not want to be drinking this holiday season, or maybe they do.
I have a couple of pregnant friends, so this is what we can make for them.
So this is perfect. So I've iced this before I came here today, but really all you need to do is steep the tea as you normally would, and you're going to put that into the fridge and let it chill. This is a
lovely. May I try?
Pretty little, absolutely.
Now, what did you rim it with?
I rimmed it with just a little bit of sugar, and you can also serve it with a little twist of lemon in there, dress it up a little bit.
Fantastic. Oh, so refreshing.
Thank you so much. The final tea I wanted to show you today is a chai. So are you a chai fan?
I love chai.
Okay.
Love chai.
Smell that.
Licorice.
Yes, we added star anise to our chai, which is a little bit different. And we've got a wonderful little treat here that I'm going to teach you how to do.
We have about a minute before break.
Okay.
Can you do it?
I can do it. I can do it. All right. We have some milk in here. Easiest way to measure this is just use the glass or the cup you're going to serve it in.
That makes sense.
We're going to add it to the pot.
Okay.
We're going to add 1 scoop of this beautiful star anise chai to each cup. Simmer it on the stove.
Yes, you've got to do it on the stove.
Got to do it on the stove.
That's how the flavor comes out.
Exactly. About 20 minutes, and then when we come back from break, I can show you how we finish it off for a beautiful presentation.
We're going to finish off the chai in a way that you will not expect. More with Jennifer from Pluck Tea when we come back. Love it.